Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory, where we are getting our first look at how far this thing's gotten. So it's having some problem with power, and I thought 100,000 power was good enough, but it seems to not be, although it does still seem to be going downwards. So I don't really know. It's changed a lot since the last time. That's fine. So I'm going to do a quick check of all of my geothermals. Make sure they are all working optimally. This one looks like it's one short for some reason. Well, it's not much of a power difference, but we'll fix it anyway. Well, that one's a lot shorter. You know, when I set these all up, they were all fine. I log out, I log back in, and they seem to be missing pipes in random places. Well, this one is still placing and verifying. That is the last one I had built. It's kind of a bonus extra in case, you know, I didn't have enough power going in there. Alright, 1120 is our target depth. These all look to be fine. Excuse me. That one's at 775. Must be missing a pipe at 775. Easy enough to fix. Just going around and putting hoppers on top. I think the hopper on top should work. Might just take a minute to realize. Might also have to put the hopper on this side. I don't see why. Okay, there we go. It just pulled out. I was going to say, I don't see why it would pull power out of the top, but not interface with hoppers on the top. So, I was told my power per second only had to be 100,000, and I'm getting close to 120,000 when we have this last geothermal set up. And yet it keeps saying out of power every couple seconds. And now it's not doing it at all, and it's filling up. See, not really quite sure what to make of all of this. I might just go around and smack some batteries down. Some Mark IV batteries where these beams are hitting, so that when this thing's not collecting power, it has a little bit of extra storage. See if that does anything. And then when it is collecting power, it can pull out of these batteries. It doesn't have a very large internal storage, so that'll add a little bit, I'm guessing. Well, if this never fills up, then I know that that's pointless to do. We'll see. It's at depth 850 now. And while that is finishing drilling, I would like to get the storage and the Inferno set up. Now, the last time I placed my Magma storage directly next to my Magma bore. I don't know the distance. Well, I knew the distance, but of course those things like to change all the time. So, like I said, I don't know exactly how far you can place them apart, but maybe we'll try to figure it out together. So I believe these require regular old fluid pipe. Now you would think it would require the other pipe, but I'm pretty sure it's just the fluid pipe. So before I go building 500 of them, I want to make sure that is indeed what it is. So I need to get the Magma storage and the Inferno on my bar. And the first one we're going after is this one straight over here. So, I'm not sure where exactly to pull magma out of this thing. I don't know if I can just hook up anywhere to it or any of that. Last time there was a little red circle thing that you kind of looked like you were supposed to plug into. You would think directly in the middle. Certainly not going underneath this thing. That doesn't seem like a very smart plan. I seem to have taken the middle. Yeah, sure, this looks good. Why not? I'm gonna replace my bottler with pipes. Alright, I'm also going to need one of these. And I'm falling. A bendy pipe. Really should keep that on my bar anyway. Alright, I'm gonna run this along the floor. I don't feel like digging a 30-mile long path. Alright, don't kill me, conduit. We've come to an agreement, you and I. I'll let you live if you don't kill me. Bend? Alright, I like this copy and paste thing. Might need to increase my freeze-on production. I'm not really sure. Seems to be doing alright still. However, if I need to, it won't be an issue because I've got a bunch of chromed and magnetic blocks being made. I've got 2.4K now. I could actually build another geothermal generator or several particle filters, and that's probably what we're going to work on doing. So I've left it pretty much clear, so we should be able to make it most of the way. Alright. I'm going to break this bend so I can put it on my bar. So I don't have to keep running around and copying and pasting it. And I should probably make more of these. But like I said, I want to make sure it's the magma storage. I'm going to go ahead and build the magma storage right here. Just for now. It's a pretty tall building. Alright. There shouldn't be anything above this anyway. Should have cleaned this out a long time ago. Okay, so for storage, I want to go... Alright, 1, 2... 3 by 7 by 3, so I think it's the same as the bottler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 3 by 3, and then build it down. And then I'm gonna have to fill out... No, I won't have to fill out anything. Alright. Please attach a magma board to this storage. Gladly. If I can. Okay. Failed to find Cryoplasm Inferno turret. And it still says to attach the magma bore. But it does at least have a distance that it's checking on this. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing last time, and I'm going to build the magma storage directly next to the magma bore. And then, because it's telling me how far it's searching to the turret, so then I'll be able to get an idea of how far it can go from storage to turret. And then once the magma bore is actually running, I'll try building another magma storage and connecting it further away and see if I can get the magma storage to connect further away than right next to the bloody thing. Alright. 1, 2, 3. It might not detect the magma bore until it's done drilling as well. So you're gonna have to move. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, now let's see what you have to say about things. And I know I built it too close. Oops. I'll hook it up to the other side. How about that? Generally, the rule with these things is you can't have a bend right coming out of the thing. Unless they've changed that, I don't know. I need to build more. I think it's safe to go ahead and build a whole bunch of the fluid pipes, because I'll end up using them for particle filtration anyway. Yeah, it might not say that it's attached to the magma bore until it's done charging, so I'm going to leave that for now. And we're going to go to the Inferno. Now, this is going to take quite a bit, so I will skip the rest of this and meet you up when I have these pipes basically following that conduit. Alright, we've made it all the way over here. Now it's just time to hook up the Cryo Inferno. And I want to make sure that that has perfect line of sight. Nothing obstructing it at all. And then we'll build it. That might be a little bit too high though, so we'll try going back and down from here. There we go. Hopefully the quality of this video is a lot better than the last couple of videos. That is the stream for you. Alright, here. And now that I have built this, you can see him going crazy. It's a good way before starting any of this to see if you need to add more defenses, which obviously I do, and I knew I did. But that's not why we're here right now. We're here right now to see about this connection. Please attach a magma storage via fluid pipes. Well, now I know for sure that it's definitely the fluid pipes. Alright, before this gets too crazily overgrown, I'm going to run over to my magma bore. Or not the magma bore, the magma storage. Well, I guess the magma bore is right next to the magma storage, so technically, yeah. We're going to see what everything says. Definitely working at full capacity. I'm going to have to add another bit of power. I'm probably going to do that right down there. Alright. I have to wait for the loading to catch up, for that little message to go away about your movement being paused, and then I'll be able to read things. Alright, failed to find magma storage unit. Alright, well, I'm guessing then it's got to be a very specific connection to the magma bore. Okay. Now, it did find the Cryoplasm Inferno turret, so I'm guessing maybe it's this fancy-looking thing right here. And if that's the case, then this all needs to go anyway, because this is for my defenses. And you can tell that they're suffering big time because I'm pulling all of that power and putting it into here. But if you're concerned about our power per second, it's not an issue. This is stuck on some magma site, and I already have good experience with removing that. So, let's try hooking it up right here. This fancy looking thing. Build to me both sides, and then put a bend on each. My frames per second dropped considerably when I started this magma ore process. So it did get a little bit laggy, and I apologize. Try to take it slow. Alright. Failed to find magma storage. Searched 1M. Well, what other options do we have for connecting this thing? As in, where do we plug this thing in? Nothing really pops out at me as a exit port. It could be that I'm just not being observant enough, maybe? Maybe if I do this. Well, at least it's looking for the Inferno turret. And it's offloading to the Inferno turret. It goes 500 at least. Still failing to find magma storage, so... Alright. I'm going to take one more look around this thing. Huh. Okay, well... This is the most prominent looking place that I can tell. I mean, it's the only outlet looking thing on this whole thing. So I'm gonna hop on the forums, I'm gonna take a look on the internet and see if I can figure this out. Be right back. Okay, I was wrong. I was misled. That big fancy looking circle thing, apparently that's not the connection. And from what I can tell, it's either this back or this side. Either way, I'm gonna start from the back. And if it's not the back, we'll hook it up to the side. Of course, I'm going to need a couple hundred more of these now. That is very misleading. Probably, my guess is, purposely misleading. But, yeah. Alright. I did go and deconstruct a piece of the Cryo Inferno turret while I was figuring all of this out. Because it was just piling up. What is that? Oh, it's a pipe that isn't actually there, but it appears like it's still there. Okay. Alright, now it is storing compressed magma. I think we completely overkilled it on power. It's probably a good thing. Still got plenty of freeze on left too, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Alright. We are storing compressed magma. Oh. That conduit should have killed me. I saw myself go through that block. Well, lucky me. So, as you can see, these are firing completely, fully crazy. I'm going to probably add another conduit, or I might cheat and build a couple jet turbines down here. I think I'll just go with the conduits. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well this far. There's no reason to start. But this stuff down here doesn't really matter. That's not really the important part. The important part is up here. Now we've got a good amount of the Cryoplasm Lancers. Before we can even hope to do this, we've got to get a nice stockpile of Freezon. And we're going to put injectors. Oh. I think I'll put injectors on all 6 of them. Because I've got a pretty good stash of Freezon. So I'll put injectors on all 6 of them. Get all 6 of them working like crazy. Either I'll beam down another conduit, or I'll do a couple laser energy transmitters. I don't want to stand on that for too long. Because all of this stuff down here really isn't much use anymore. At least for right now. Once we clear out that cryo spawner, we're going to clear out all of that stuff. So, how is the best way to do this? I'm probably going to assume that these are all being used. Yeah, see, if that's empty and that's empty, these are probably all being pulled from. Now, I don't know about the drain on this. I'm assuming that once it's put magma in the magma storage, well, I'm sure it's got to pump out more magma. Wonder how many magma storages you can hook up. And I'm also wondering if it would be okay if I took power from one of these geothermals here, or 2 or 3 of them, and sent it down towards my defenses. That's what I'd really like to know. Or will that be a very bad idea? Something like this shouldn't hurt too much. It should very easily be able to keep up with the amount of power it needs to produce to power these transmitters. Okay. Yeah, why don't we put one more on there? Alright, that's 3 of them. And then we can run 3 lines off of this, going down. I might add some more power down there with other things, but I'm not sure how this is going to work. I would really like to try to build another magma storage unit. I went completely overboard on the hemo blocks at one point, so I've got extra hemo blocks.
Crafting.
Oh, that's right.
Crafting.
This is 1 at a time it builds them, and it requires a whole ton of sulfur. So I'll probably get to that one next episode, after I get a chance to get a lot of compressed sulfur. It looks like we're still pretty full on Freezon here. This one's full. Yeah, and our gas storage units are starting to fill up again. Well, not that one, but the other one is. Okay, well, in between episodes, I'm going to stockpile the daylights out of Freezon. Probably just, you know... Well, I don't have any heists on me right now. But I think I can hook the heist right up to the mass storage. Can't I? I'm going to test that real quick. I think I can. So yeah, I'm going to get some Freezon, some sulfur. Haha, yeah. That's how we're going to get the Freezon. I'll just go AFK for a little bit and this thing will be empty. And even if it does empty out, it's fine. The other Freezon mass storage there and the other one over here are mostly full. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I apologize again for the terrible quality of the last 4 videos. That's just the stream right now. I'm going to upgrade my equipment soon and won't be like that anymore. But very next episode, we are going to take on the Cryoplasm spawner thing. Whatever you want to call it. I think it's called a Cryoplasm spawner. I'm going to get a few more Freezon injectors built. I have to find my Freezon injectors that I have already built. And, like I said, next episode we'll be taking on the Cryoplasm spawner. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.